Are you playing Football Manager 26 and are looking for a striker wonderkid who can become an elite goal scorer in the next 10 years? Well, if so, Dell might just be the player that you are looking for. Before I show you why you should be breaking the bank for Dell in Football Manager 26, please don't forget to like today's video and make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Right then, let's jump into Football Manager 26 and show you why Dell is a must-buy wonderkid. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to Dell, or to give him his full name, Wendeson, Wanderley, Santos de Melo. Now, if you haven't heard that name yet, you are going to start to hear the name Dell in the next couple of months. He's currently away at the FIFA Under-17s World Cup, crushing it with Brazil. At the time of recording, he has 3 goals in 3 games and multiple other goal contributions. He's a 17-year-old striker who begins FM26 as part of FC Bahia's under-20s team. Now, the important thing there is Bahia are linked to Manchester City, and there are strong rumours stating that Manchester City could bring him to Europe and loan him out to one of the other teams in the City group. He's valued at 1.2 to 3.5 million pounds. Looking at the attributes, he's set up to go on and develop brilliantly as a wonderkid. In terms of his physicals, acceleration, agility, and pace are standouts. In the mentals, aggression, anticipation, determination, flair, and off the ball. Technicals are his weak point at the moment, but there is a lot of scope for development. Finishing, though, is his strong point. He's a player that could go on and develop fantastically. So what I'm going to do in today's video is take a look at the next 10 years of Dell's career. Can he go on and develop into an elite wonderkid? We have now made the first jump forward. We are 5 years into the future. It's 2030, and we find Dell still with FC Bahia. He has now broken into their first team. So let's take a look at how he has performed across the first 5 years of his career. So we can see that he would actually spend a loan spell away from the club. He would be loaned to Serie B team Operario, where he would play 13 times and score 6 goals. That would then open the doors to Bahia's first team. In the first season, after his loan, he would play 8 times, scoring 5 goals, getting a 7.17 average rated season. He would then make more appearances with 12 and only 2 goals. Then he would become a full first teamer with 27 appearances, 11 goals, 5 assists and 2 Player of the Match awards for a 7.14 average rated season. And in the season that we are currently looking at, he has 15 appearances, 10 goals, 1 assist, and 1 Player of the Match award for a 7.32 average rated season so far. So everything is pointing in the right direction, and Dell is developing fantastically for his exposure to first team football. When we look at his attributes now, you can see that development that I said would be there has really started to come through. In the physicals, 15 acceleration, 14 agility and balance, 15 pace, 14 stamina. In the mentals, 16 anticipation, 17 determination, 14 off the ball, 14 concentration, 14 aggression. And in the technicals, he has made great steps forward with dribbling, finishing, first touch, long shots and technique all showing signs of improvement. So we know at this stage he's now valued at 5.4 to 16 million pounds. Will he make a move to Europe or will he stick it out in Brazil? Either way, there is certainly more development to come. Let's see what happens when we jump forwards next. Okay, we have now made the second jump forward. We are 10 years into the future. It's 2035. Dell is 27 years old and still at FC Bahia. We can see he has suffered from a few injuries. Currently, he's out with a torn ACL. That is one of the things that is quite common in this game, so it may have stunted his development a little bit. Let's take a look, though, what's happened across the 10 years of his career. So we know about the early loan and then him breaking into Bahia's first team, but he went on strength to strength. Played that 27-game season and followed it up with 30 games, scoring 15 times, then 39 and 16 goals, 46 games in the 32 season with 23 goals. He played in the 33 season 37 times with 16 goals. And his best output in terms of a striker was 18 goals from 43 games. That was where the injury had happened. So we can see across the seasons, he has got better and better and better. He's up to 359 first team appearances with 153 goals, which is quite a fantastic return for a player who at the start looked like he needed a lot of development. In terms of the development, how much has the ACL held him back? Not too sure, but looking at him, there is some progression from the previous version that we saw 5 years ago, but there are some drawbacks too. So in terms of that injury, it seems to have took a little bit off of his acceleration. Pace is still 15, which is good, but he still scores highly for his agility and balance. In the mentals, it's still anticipation, determination, and aggression off the ball that stand out. And in the technicals, it is finishing, first touch, heading, long shots, and technique. When we look at his career as a whole, we go in and it says Dell is a well-known name for football fans across South America, so never making that breakout to Europe, but becoming a solid striker in Brazil. He is described as a striker by the media. He's a 2.5-star reputation player, and it says 113 goals in 258 matches with 4 honours and 7 awards. I think for a player who at the start of the game looks like he needs to be really worked on to develop, he has turned out fantastic. 359 appearances, 153 goals from a striker. With a few injuries in there, he may have been even better. Who knows, with a move to Europe, he could have been even better than that. So there we have it. That is a look across the next 10 years of Dell's career according to Football Manager 26. What do you think of what he became across the 10 years? My personal opinion, he didn't have the injuries. Maybe with a human manager instead of the AI manager, he may have developed even further. And as mentioned, if he moves to Europe and plays in a better league, then I think there is more development to come. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think of Dell and his development. Whilst you're there, please don't forget to like today's video. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel.